All right, let's talk about a true tango legend, Osvaldo Pugliese. But we're not going to talk about the hits you've heard 1,000 times. Nope. Today, we're going on a bit of a treasure hunt for some absolutely spectacular music. The stuff that's kind of been hidden away, but really shows his genius. I mean, you know that feeling, right? You're at a Milonga. The energy is just building, and then the DJ drops a Pugliese track. Boom, that powerful, dramatic sound just hits you. And everyone on the dance floor, they just know. It's one of those moments, just pure tango intensity, unmistakable. But here's a thought. We all love those classics, for sure. But what if the best tracks are the ones you've never even heard? What if there's this whole other level to his genius, just waiting there? Well, that's exactly what we're going to find out. Okay, so before we really start digging for this treasure, let's just quickly talk about what makes Pugliese. Well, Pugliese, it's all about that drama, right? That intensity. You've got those pauses that just hang in the air, that driving, almost forceful rhythm that just propels you, and oh my gosh, the emotional roller coaster. You go from total heartbreak to pure defiance in like 3 minutes. That's the magic. That's why dancers love him. Yeah, we all know the big hits, and hey, they're classics for a reason, but his career was so long, so incredibly full of music, and tucked away in there are all these instrumental gems that have the exact same power, the same punch, but with this extra little thrill, the thrill of discovering something new. So, here's our mission, if you choose to accept it. We're going to build the perfect Tanda of Pugliese, instrumentals. The goal? Something that feels totally fresh, but at the same time is 100% classic Pugliese. It's all about giving dancers that signature experience, but in a way they've maybe never felt before. And just a quick note for anyone who might be new to this, a tanda is basically just a set of songs, usually 4. The DJ plays them together, they're from the same orchestra, same vibe, and it creates this little musical journey for the dancers. It's like the basic building block of a great night of tango. Okay, so our treasure map, it's leading us to a very specific spot. We're looking at the recordings Pugliese made between 1966 and 1972. And trust me, this period is a total goldmine. His style is just peak power, but it's full of these amazing tracks that a lot of DJs, for whatever reason, just seem to skip over. So yeah, our search starts in 66 and wraps up 6 years later in 1972. And here's a fun little personal detail. The person who actually first put this tanda together, they were born in 1972. Kind of cool, right? Makes it a little extra special. Now get ready for this number. Just let it sink in. 33. In just those 6 years, Pugliese recorded 33 instrumental pieces. I mean, that's huge. It's this massive catalog, a real vein of gold, and it just goes to show how much is out there beyond the same 5 or 6 tracks we always hear. And from all those 33 tracks, we've boiled it down to just 4. And that really shows you the art of putting a good tanda together, right? It's not about playing everything. It's about finding those perfect 4 songs that just lock together, that build on each other, and create this one seamless, incredible, emotional journey for the dancers. Okay, so we know the where and the when, but the big question is, why these 4? What is it about this specific combination that makes it so darn special? Well, it really comes down to a few key ideas, a few guiding principles. I mean, just think about the experience on the dance floor. You hear the usual hits, they're great, but you know it's coming, it's predictable. But these hidden gems, they offer a fresh twist. They've got that classic Pugliese DNA, all that power and passion, but they create this brand new moment of discovery. It's exciting. And the rules for picking these were super strict. First off, it had to scream Pugliese. You hear that first chord and you just know. But it also had to bring something new to the table. Like maybe one track starts off all simple and quiet before just exploding into that classic drive. Or another one has this bandoneon part that's so fiery and complex it just leaves you breathless. It's all about delivering that signature drama, but in a way that feels like a total revelation. All right, so we've found the treasure. We've put together the perfect set. Now for the fun part. For all you DJs and dancers listening, how do you actually use this thing? Because believe me, the placement of a tanda like this, it's everything. This isn't just another set of songs. It's a strategic weapon for the dance floor. So here's the game plan, the pro tip. You save this for a peak moment when you really want to light up the floor. The recommendation? Play it late in the night, right before you switch over to the faster Milonga tandas. Why? Because it acts like this final, powerful explosion of drama, a concentrated shot of Pugliese that just lifts the entire room before the energy shifts. I guarantee it's a moment nobody is going to forget. And really, this is what it all boils down to. There are so many great orchestras out there, but when you talk about hitting those insane emotional highs, that feeling where your heart is in your throat and you're just completely lost in the music with your partner, honestly, nobody, and I mean nobody, does it like Pugliese. So that leaves us with one last thought. We dug up some amazing treasure from Pugliese's catalog, right? But you can do this with any artist you love. So I gotta ask you, what masterpieces are hiding in plain sight in your favorite artist's work, just waiting for you to find them? Go have a look. The hunt is half the fun.